Everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. We're going to use the Albano Rider-Waite Tarot for your reading today. Okay, but before we go any further, obviously a few things I need to do. Firstly, to say thank you to you all. Thank you for your support and your beautiful comments. And to the new people on board, always good to see some new comments and new people. Big thank you to the membership group too, because they do comment on their membership videos too, which is absolutely wonderful. So all round, it's really nice to feel so connected to you all. Okay, if you are interested in a personal reading with me, life coaching with me, I have a variety of readings that I do for people. Best to just email me at theaussiegoddess@gmail.com. I do think that it's possible I will get my site back up if things keep picking up. So thank you for your support, and thank you to those who come to get a reading from me, and certainly a big thank you to those who come back, because that's always good to see someone returning. If you're interested in life coaching with me, I've still got a program to give away at a reduced rate. I charge for 6 sessions just as an introductory thing. So if you feel like you need help with a particular project, please email me at theaussiegoddess@gmail. I think that's everything. Today the reading will be up for Pisces, and I may get around to the reading after that. We'll see how we go. All right, let's get into this reading today. Oh, I said yesterday the Queen of Pentacles has been coming out a lot lately. It's really interesting with the tarot, after doing it for so long, how a particular card will keep playing out again and again. And I used to think it was something related to me, but then people would write and say, oh my goodness, that's the only card that's been consistently coming out over a period of time. I really like this because this is obviously the card of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So there's a really strong feeling with this, that if you're relating to something within yourself here, or a part of your astrological birth chart, there may be a particular area where you're coming up as a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo that may be really pertinent to you at the moment. But for me, I feel like this is a person who's extremely well grounded, very comfortable in their feminine energy, so that often represents a partner in a relationship. But the Queen of Pentacles is focused on her material wealth, so we see her watching this pentacle really intently. That means that you may be in a position at the moment where you are really flourishing or doing well. Not necessarily just with money either. This is sort of material resources. So sometimes we can be really comfortable in our own environment, that we can sort of be very grounded, very in touch with nature, very in touch with, the world around us. It could be somebody you're dealing with, like a partner, but I feel like this is the energy of the collective at the moment, and that's why it keeps coming out. Okay, so we have Gemini energy coming through. The Lovers card is a card that talks about a divine relationship. I always say it didn't when I first started using the tarot. It was a card of a choice. It didn't even have love in it. It was a choice, a decision between two things. But it's sort of along, and I don't even remember when it changed. It was almost like it morphed overnight. So when I see this card, I think either we're dealing with somebody that we see divinely, or might possibly be a good partner for us. We may have met somebody that we need to make a decision about, or we may be making a decision about someone, and we may be in the energy of deciding whether this person is right for us or not, and whether we need to make a choice. So let's just have, oh no, this is someone new coming in. Ace of Cups here, so we know this is a love reading. And I feel like somehow or another there's some sort of choice you've got to make about someone here. The Seven of Swords is a really strange card for me, and a lot of people see it's a bad card. There are no bad cards. This card talks about trying to get away with something. For me, it often represents self-sabotage, our own self-sabotage. And I feel like here, either you don't trust somebody that you're meeting, or you don't trust a relationship that is being presented to you. Now, again, don't always think that this is a love relationship, all right? Because sorry, not a love, it is a love relationship. The Ace of Cups is there. It may not necessarily be romantic, although we do have a King of Cups here, which is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person. So to me, it's like this is just a very, very straightforward reading here. So what I'm seeing is somebody who is really focusing on what they want and where they want to go. I feel like this person has come into some sort of connection with somebody, or is meeting someone, or about to meet someone that actually they really feel drawn to, but they're not really sure whether it's the right relationship for them. They may be already starting to get those feelings of connection, but there's always this funny feeling here, especially with the Seven of Swords straight bang in the middle of this, that perhaps not all is being shown to you at this point in time. We do have pages here. Okay, I feel like here that Seven of Swords is representing your fear, or your fear of getting hurt, your fear, your trust energy. And I always think this is one of the hardest things when you've been on the journey of someone who's encountered narcissistic people. Then you can get very untrusting of someone, especially if your level of trust has been depleted. And it's really hard to work through that. It really is, and it's very confronting. But if someone loves you enough and they really have faith in you, they won't let you play the game anymore. So if you keep sort of trying to get out the door, or deciding that the relationship isn't going anywhere, and if you have a fear of rejection or abandonment, but you've got someone who says they're not going anywhere, then you can be really comfortable in that relationship. But there's so much on YouTube at the moment about attachment disorder. So, if you want to get really deep into it, there's some great YouTubers out there who've got some incredible material, and TikTokers as well. And you feel that this is your issue. Maybe you run away, maybe the person you're with always absconds or ghosts you or whatever else. It can deplete your level of trust with people. So it's really good to have a good understanding of what attachment or rejection or abandonment means. And a lot of people will say to me, I wasn't abandoned. I had both parents there and I had a really good upbringing. But then when you sort of dig a little bit deeper, Dad was always away working, or he may have been in the armed forces. That means you have an absent father, which really means that you can be affected by that. It's not anything we can avoid. But what happens is we get scared of losing people. So we kick them out before we lose them, or we let them go before we lose them, and then we want to chase them. So if you've got that sort of circular habit going on, then you may well look into abandonment, rejection, and attachment issues. We have the Devil card coming through here. All right, and the Strength card, I'm liking that energy straight away. All right, Six of Swords, you don't know whether to come or go. All right, Wheel of Fortune is here. This is the energy of, I don't know if I'm ready to work with this, or whether I want to run in the opposite direction. It's fear. And you may have done work on this, but you still have that fear that you're going to be left behind. And I always say that means you will jump before you're pushed, just in case. That's self-sabotage. And then when you've done it, you think, but I really do want to be in a relationship, and I really do want to be loved, but you still want to jump ship. So the Devil card and the Strength card for me almost tell me that you don't know whether you want to stay or go. And you may be, especially with this Six of Swords, you may be looking for reasons. You may be watching red flags. You may be trying to understand what's going on with this relationship, or how you can work with that. So I always say there's nothing more frightening for someone who's controlling, narcissistic, or has their own hang-ups than someone who's well informed. So if you have any of those issues, I would say to you, go and check them out. And you may even be dealing with someone who has those issues. All right, let's keep going. All right, a lot of Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo energy coming through. Disappointment, disappointment. You may be checking this person out. Maybe you've got nothing going on with them yet. Maybe you've just got a bit of a thing for someone. You may have met someone and you may be sort of already checking them out to see whether they're, you know, first prize. But there is something here you are doing. You can see with this sort of Page of Swords and this Five of Pentacles. You don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to be left by someone. So your fear of rejection or abandonment may be quite strong. But usually that's the very thing that frightens people away. But you're doing your homework here. And I feel like this sort of Death card here doesn't so much represent the death of this particular situation. For me, it may be about your thinking or you're getting past your fears here. So you may be thinking, you know, what have I got? This is what I say to people. You've got nothing to lose. Have fun with it. Don't be worried about the future. Have fun with the relationship. But always keep yourself observing everything, watching. You know, does this person do what I want them to do? And don't ever think that you've set your bar too high. Your bar is never too high. So what you want, you aim for. I hate it when people say you've got, you know, you expect too much or your bar's set too high. It's up to you whether you want to move that bar. Don't let other people tell you how to do things. All right, let's keep going. All right, so we have a lot of anxiety here, maybe sleepless night. Look, the whole energy of this reading is like one way and then the other. It's almost like you're going in and out of thinking all the time. Do I want this person? Do I want to let them go? Are they right for me? Are they not right for me? But hang on a moment, you've got a wish being granted here. Yeah, but how can I trust that wish? So it's sort of going back and forwards between the two energies in the whole reading here. All right, look at that. It's still this tossing up, measuring out, trying to understand. Let it all go. Go and have fun with it and then make your decision. Because I think sometimes we get so intent on whether this can work or whether it can last, especially if we start to get feelings for someone. But at the end of the day, you're tossing up on whether this is right for you or not. And I'm going to get another card. I feel like this person, there we go, is a really good match for you. Is a really good match for you. But it could be the person doing this to you. You know, they may run hot and cold a little bit. You need to ask them then. You need to ask. Because I feel like somehow or another you're getting over a hurdle here. And whatever this hurdle is, it's going to help you cope with these relationships going forward. If you feel like you can't trust anyone, you know, that whole energy of I can't trust people, I can't trust men, I can't trust relationships, then this reading is especially for you. That trust is your own fear. It's your fear of getting hurt. But at the end of the day, if you don't take those risks, how are you going to know if somebody's really perfect for you? Give them time and have fun. All right, so I see somebody, you're focusing on something here. I feel like it may be love, it may be a love interest, but there's a fear here. And even though you're getting feelings so far, you may be actually really falling for someone here. A lot of Pisces energy here, which is the reading today, is funny enough. So whatever it is, it looks like you're really digging deep here to understand your own fears. All right. We can't ever guarantee we're not going to get hurt. And I bet all of you have hurt someone else in the past. We've all done that. All right, let's read a card from the White Light Oracle. There it is. 7 Blessings of Eve. Oh, there's a snake. 7. Look. Oh my goodness. I went past it twice. All right. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full glorious manifestation. You have been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. So maybe what this is saying to you is that you have a lot more going for you than what you think you have. I don't know why we play things down all the time. I don't know why our self-esteem's are that little bit damaged that we're always looking for faults within ourselves. Or we're always comparing ourselves to others, which is a real downfall. Because I feel like here this is saying to you, you have a lot more to offer than what you think you do. So maybe you're thinking that this person won't be interested in you or something won't happen because you're not the right person. I feel like you are, and I feel like they are too. I'll leave you with that. Thank you.